Okay.
If I let this go, you can tell me
Hello everyone, thank you for tuning in to Queen Pebbles channel. Welcome to the Pebbles Gang family. Today we're diving into part 5 of our Duskwood investigation, but if you're new here, I definitely recommend catching up with part 1 first. To my day ones and everyone checking out my Sims and Resident Evil content, thank you for the incredible support. If you're a new creator like me, let's keep supporting each other. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share the channel to help us grow together. Drop a comment with your game recommendations below, but for now, let's get into these clues and see what we can find in part 5 of Duskwood. I can't wait. Let's go ahead and get into this episode. I'm very excited, you guys. So let's go ahead and play the Jules game and then we'll go right back into the story, you guys. Alright guys, so it looks like we got a file detected that we could send to the hacker. So let's go ahead and open up the cloud document and read it. And it says, where should I go? What is going to happen when I have nowhere else to turn? When the fake smile disappears because there are no more feelings left to ignore, the forest lies still. But it has not always been like that. Today is one of those days that I have been warned about. A horrible day. But no one told me that the days leading up to this moment would be equally hard to fathom. I know that it will pass. It always does. But it helps not to think about it. Today is a horrible day for me. And reading this, I think it is, I don't know if this is supposed to be a clue from...
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Hannah, but that's crazy. We're going to go ahead and read a text message from Cleo that says, I am outside of Hannah's apartment. So what? For what? Don't tell me you're planning to break in. I want to say for what? I want to come off a bit hostile. And let's see what she says. She says, I just came by here by chance. By chance, okay. But I don't think it would be any harm to take a look around. Okay, so let's see what we can say to that. Are you into breaking ins or something? I don't think that's a good idea. I'm afraid that you could make matters worse. At least be careful. I'm gonna say at least be careful because I don't want to assume that she is breaking in her friend's house. It would make sense because that's her friend. So I don't know. You don't have to tell me twice. And plus because, well, I don't know if she's a friend because she could pretend to be a friend and been a backstabber. But I really don't think Cleo have nothing to do with it. Even if it may seem that way right now, this was not a spontaneous idea on my part. Before I started texting you, I was wondering what would Hannah do the same thing for me. Now that makes sense because, you know, that's her friend and I'm sure she would. And I feel like that's true. If she's basically saying that she would have done it the first day as soon as she knew. Exactly. Like Hannah being her friend, I'm pretty sure she felt like if it was me and I got kidnapped in that situation, Hannah would do the same thing for me. So maybe she's just
Stop the cap.
just trying to put herself in her shoes and realize that, you know, as a good friend, she should do the same. So it makes sense in a way. And it says, in that case, good luck. Okay, well, it's not that I could convince you. I wish I had a best friend like you, Cleo. I'm gonna say the first one because Cleo and me are not even that close and it wouldn't make sense to say, I don't know her from a can of pie. I don't want to say you sound like a great friend because she could be totally the opposite. So I don't know how her and Hannah was close, but
Know me, I will cut this bitch right now.
it says, if it makes you feel any better, I am not breaking in. I know where her emergency key's hidden. Wait, and I was thinking that's a good thing because we did suspect her of doing that. So I'm glad that we didn't. Oh, speaking of who's calling us, look, Cleo's calling us right now. So it looks like she wants to go to her hotel and she's giving us a little clips of it, which I think is kind of crazy, you guys, because it's like, to me, I don't think you should ever go into someone's apartment who's missing and you don't know what you might find that's disturbing or if somebody might break in or come into the right moment. Like, look how dark it is, bruh. Like, ain't nobody about to do that shit. Like, that's some creepy in a movie type shit. Like,
I said get out of here, I mean it.
guys, like, she's going upstairs in the dark. No, mind you, she has no backup. She's doing all this by herself. Like, I understand you want to find your friend, but look, she should have took somebody with her. And I know that she probably don't want nobody to know, but I just feel like it's dangerous to just do that because you don't know who might show up, pop up, or anything at any moment. Oh, okay. So apparently she heard a noise. Um, okay. So she cut the light off. So let's see. It looks like, oh, it looks like someone came and now the connection is gone. Oh, so we made it to episode 3, you guys. So now that we're done with episode 3, now we can kind of get to the idea of trying to figure out more information and what's going on. I think that's drastic or crazy. I want to know what y'all guys think about who could have been the suspect, because in my mind I'm thinking people like either Dan, Thomas, or that other guy Poke, because all three of them was talking about doing something illegal and buying like something that's very highly suspicious. And then not only that, but Poke had told Dan in a secret conversation that he's sorry about the girl. So I'm just trying to figure out what are they talking about. Is it the girl whose body that was missing and found dead, who everybody thought was Hannah at first, but turned out not to be? Like, there are so many clues, so many questions unanswered that we need to get to the bottom of it, you guys. So I really think that I would definitely love to see who the suspect is. But I want to say that Thomas probably might not be the suspect. I could definitely be wrong. But Dan and Poke kind of just give me that type of vibe. I don't know. This is something about that. But anyway, you guys, let's go ahead and move on and do this Jules. And I will be back. Yeah, because at the end of the day, it's just like, I'm not doing this with these people. Alright, so we have a text message from Cleo. So let's see what she says. Hey, I was worried about you. Hey, are you doing okay, Cleo? I'm going to say I was worried about you. Because I don't know who that was. I am really sorry. So I wonder who that was at the door who came in. For some reason, the phone just cut out. Okay. But who was the person that came into the door? Was it someone she knew, maybe? That was Thomas. Okay. At the door just now. So why was Thomas there? I kind of figured that. I didn't expect that to happen. Thomas? I'm going to say I didn't expect that to happen. I thought he disappeared. Did he do something to you? What was he doing in Hannah's apartment? I'm going to ask that because he disappeared from the group. He haven't told anybody what was going on. Ever since that he found out about a girl's body, it's like he's been acting weird. So I don't know what to expect. But she says, well, actually, we are both still in the apartment right now. Okay. So are y'all looking for clues or something, or talking about it? We both, okay, so actually we are both in it. I see. Is there something wrong, Leo? Yeah, it sounds like something ain't right. Like, why is she going around the bush with it? Like, it sounds like she's trying to speak in moral code. I'm going to text you when I get back home. Okay? So I'm guessing right now we can't figure out. I just wanted to tell you real quick that everything is fine and that you don't have to worry about me. I'm glad that you're okay. Okay, talk to you later then. Right. I'm going to say I'm glad that you're okay. Thank you. Talk to you soon. Alright, so, alright. Okay, so we got some from Jesse. Take a look at this. Alright, so I'm hoping it's something we can look at. Ah! It always gotta be stupid star shit. And nobody's paying just to look at. Like, bro, that's dumb. Like, no, I'm not doing that. Let me know when you have a chance to look at it. I can't open this right now. Really? The picture is on my profile in case you want to take a look at it later. Well, I don't know how I'm going to look at it because I don't have a star. So, I don't know what to tell you, bro. I just won't know what it is, I guess. Anyway, this is a newspaper article about the body that was found. Okay. So, was it Hannah or not? No, let me be more specific. So, was it Hannah or not? That's all I care about. A tiny newspaper article about the body that was found. Okay. But whose body? That's what I'm... And do you want to know what's on the front page instead? What? That's why I'm confused. Like, what are we talking about? Sale at Rudy's bike shop deemed a huge success. Maybe they were not trying to make it into this big thing. Okay, that's a really messed up. I don't think it's that. I'm gonna say okay, that's really messed up. Because if we're talking about a body and a girl's body was just found, why are we talking about a sale that happened at Rudy's bike shop? That's stupid. Absolutely. Why are they acting like it's not important? Yeah, that is dark. Maybe it's like maybe they don't care. It's a cover up, or it's a small town where everybody is kind of like trying to bend around from the truth because of the legendary. Maybe everybody's scared because they really feel like there's a man without a face doing this. I don't know. I don't want to even think about it, but what if it was really Hannah? That's so typical for Duskwood. Something terrible happened. Everybody is ignoring the truth. That's what I was just saying. I really think it's because of this legendary shit that everybody is kind of turning a blind side to it, a blind eye to it, because they really don't want nobody knowing the truth. Maybe the police or maybe other people are afraid to investigate into it because they feel like if the person, let's say it's a man without a face, a legend, if he's that good of not getting caught, what if they're next? Maybe they're thinking because the town is so small, it could be anybody in the town. It could be someone from the town himself that's doing all this, and they don't want to be a part of the investigation and putting their nose in something that don't belong. Because when you do that, that's when trouble finds you. So I think that's pretty much what she's getting at. But anyway, it says something terrible happened. Everybody is ignoring the truth. I can definitely understand why you are so angry. Weren't you doing the exact same? I'm gonna say I can understand why she's angry because it would anger me too. Because this is our friend, and nobody's like taking the serious matter, the serious note here that something really could be possibly wrong. Like she could possibly be the dead body, and everybody's acting like they don't care. Thanks. What can I say? You are clearly not from Duskwood, which I think is too bad. Haha. Maybe. But it's probably good that I'm not, because this town don't even seem like they're as friendly as people are saying they are. Why do you think that it's too bad? I'm glad not to be from this wood. Why do you think that it's too bad? Yeah, why do you think it's too bad? Okay, so we got another group. You guys, the chat, it said, hey guys. Long time no see. Hey there, how are things going with you? Welcome back, Thomas. I'm really ticked off with you. I'm gonna just say welcome back because I don't want to be hostile because it could be something behind it, and I could be wrong. He probably might not have nothing to do with it. I don't know, but right now it just seemed like they're all acting too fishy for me. But look who's back. We were really worried. He's talking about look who's back, but yet you was talking to him secretly, dumbass. I really am sorry, guys. I went to the police. Yeah, I don't think that's true, but okay. The body is not Hannah's. Okay. That's a relief, I guess. OMG, I'm so glad. Okay. So who, I wonder, okay, so where's Hannah then? Phew. I am so relieved. Yeah, I mean, I think all of us are relieved, but I really thought it would have been Hannah because, but what if they told him it's not Hannah and they're just covering it up and it is Hannah? What if it happens to be Hannah? Because I really highly think that this kidnapper does not have no leverage on Hannah to really keep her. She's this woman that's taking antidepressant pills, and you telling me that this man have something on her to make, or a woman have something on her to want to keep her for so long? Like, what does she have? If she's been missing for more than 3 days, what is the point? I don't get it. Is she being tortured? I mean, I feel like there has to be something that's going on. And I don't really think that the police is being honest like they want to be. They could be just telling him that and just making him want to feel better. And it could be a lie. I mean, and you know what's crazy? What if they did all three have Polk, Dan, and Thomas all had something to do with this? And they end up actually killing her. Because I said, I'm sorry for the girl, unless they killed her. But I don't know. It's weird. I said that from the start. You guys are panicking for no reason. I wouldn't say that it was for no reason. A body is a body. Dan was saying that it wasn't necessary in a reference to Hannah. Stop showing off, Dan. True. Anyway, finally, some good news. Very true. But whose body is it then? I have no clue. The cops didn't give up any information. Well, yeah, I know they're not going to give any information, but I'm shocked that nobody like put a name to the face like on the news saying that such body was found of the dead girl in the woods or something. Because usually the news would tell you the name of the victim. So I don't know. All right then, maybe she's just a John like a another John Doe, I guess. Um, I have no clue. The cops didn't give up any information. All right then, I just wanted to let you guys know. I will talk to you later. Hold up, Thomas. See you later. So, um, all right then. So that's hello, Shanti. So now we're talking to the hacker. So let's see. Hello. Let's just say hello. I was gonna say what's up, but we could just say hello. I decided to read in on your little chat with Cleo. I don't like it when you do that. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. I mean, you're a hacker, so I mean, of course you're gonna read it. I'm not stupid. I am sorry. Sorry for what? But after Cleo's phone call was dropped, I was a little worried. Well, what do you want me to say? That means you even listen in on our conversation. My talks with Cleo are private. That means you even listen in on our phone conversation. Well, what do you want me to say? I guess that's the only thing I can say because I mean the other ones sound kind of bizarre a little bit. So I'm gonna just say, what do you want me to say about it? Because I don't know. I can understand that it's not a good feeling, but I just wish that you would see my point of view and realize why I'm doing this. What's the point of view? And I just wish that you would get straight to the point. So it matters to you how I feel about you. I understand where you're coming from. So it matters to you how I feel about you. Yeah, because I'm trying to figure out what do I have to do with you? How do I know you? Yes, it does. Okay, so how? Okay, so I'm guess. Okay, so this hacker. Why do you ask? So this hacker obviously really cares about my opinion specifically. It don't seem like he's thinking about anybody else to really care about what they feel. So in my mind, I'm thinking like, okay, um, I really don't understand why our opinion really matters because we don't even know this person. So why is a stranger's opinion matter so much? I don't know. Maybe this person knows us and we just don't know. No, I mean, yes, it does. Why do you ask? Because believe it or not, I also care what you think about me. Um, yeah, because everybody kind of make it seem like my character is either suspect with something doing with Hannah in the beginning, and the way everybody was throwing shade at it to me, I really do think it does matter about the hacker. But I just want to know why my opinion matters to him because he's not a suspect. Everybody don't even know who this person is. They just assume that he's a creep or whatever. But I feel like the information he's giving us is useful. But it's just like wondering where's he going with this or who is it been a he or a she? Like, why do you think Thomas went to the apartment? I have absolutely no idea to cover his tracks. Maybe he was trying to retrieve something. I'm not gonna say to cover his tracks because I don't think he have anything to do with it. I'm just gonna say maybe he wanted to retrieve something. He was looking for something because the way his hand opened the door, I kind of feel like someone who's coming in to sneak into your girlfriend's apartment means that you're looking for something that you don't want nobody else to see. A pretty logical assumption. To be honest, I am not so sure myself. I am sure Cleo is going to give you the whole story though. She was acting weird earlier. I'm gonna say something wasn't right because the way she was just so quickly to say, yeah, I'm good and I'm fine though, but I will text you when I get home, just makes me wonder if it's like some juicy information gossip about what's going on. Is it something that we would never understand about Thomas? Is it something mind blowing? Like, I wonder, like, what could they have talked about that she wants to wait until she get home instead of just telling me right there? And then, I don't know. You think I didn't notice anything? She was scared. Like, she wanted to tell me something. She was definitely feeling very uncomfortable. I'm going to say, like, she wanted to tell me something because of Thomas. Weren't you following along? I feel like she wanted to tell us something, but she quite didn't want to say it while Thomas was there. And maybe because Thomas was looking at everything that she was doing. Like, she probably didn't want him to catch on or be suspicious of her texting me because probably doesn't know that me and Cleo are close, just like me and Jesse are been talking and all that stuff. He probably didn't think anybody would get close to me at all because I'm the stranger in the group. But maybe he don't trust me. I don't know. So I just feel like uh she probably felt scared to say something. The fact that you can sense stuff like this is of utmost importance to us. I find it difficult to read emotions when communicating only by text messages. I never heard anything say this before. I never heard anyone say this before. That's what you got me for. I'm gonna say I never heard anyone say this before, but that's pretty good though that he or she feels this way about me because, like I said, we were a target in the beginning. Part one, everybody just immediately said that I was a suspect just because the hacker gave everybody our number and found our number in or Thomas. I can't remember if it was the hacker or Thomas found our number in Hannah's phone. So I mean I don't know, or at her place or something. He said there are only very few people that can openly admit their flaws. I usually find that pretty difficult to do myself. Thank you for telling me that's not a flaw in my eyes. That has to suck. Thank you for telling me. Them other, I swear some of these comments that be so rude, be so fucking crazy that it'd be like, bro, that's fucked up. It'd be sound like it'd be petty, and I'd be trying to make sure that I choose every clue because I feel like it matters to choose wisely what you say because it also can lead a certain way in the story. So whatever decision that you say, it can kind of I feel like it kind of shift in the story a little bit. We could talk about this more in detail another time if you'd like to know more. There are more important things we need to talk about right now. Let's talk about my mysterious find in Hannah's cloud. What about Poke's phone number? Let's talk about Hannah's and I'm gonna say let's talk about the mysterious find in Hannah's cloud because I do really want to know like is that supposed to be like a riddle or something, or a diary that she wrote, a journal, a thought, like a reflection or something that she was having. You were right. We didn't even get a chance to talk about the strange note yet. Okay, so it was a note. So that's what I'm saying. What was the note for? Who was it to? Was it something for herself, like to somebody else? Would you like to read it again before we talk about it? You can find it in my profile. Um, yeah, let's go back, I guess. Let me see. Um, out. Um, you know what? Fuck it. We're not even gonna worry about it. We're just gonna say, okay, thank you for waiting. I'm just gonna say thank you for waiting because I don't know, but we'll just sure thing. We'll just talk about it, see what we can come up with and say. Because I'm not going through that. Not doing it. I used the page several times. Unfortunately, I don't understand what it says. I don't think that the note is helping us in any way, but I'd like to share my thoughts about it. I'm going to see what we can say. Because I want to share my thoughts on it, but I don't really know what we can say. Of course. I think she was going through heartbreak. She is writing about a dream. I think that the text was helping her process something. You know what? Forget about it. I think she was going through heartbreak. Um, so I think, in my opinion, we're gonna say that I think that the text was helping her process something because the note just seemed to me to feel like I don't know something about the note just makes me feel like she had like the note has something. So yeah, I feel like something about the note is just letting me know that it wasn't a heartbreak because I don't feel it had anything to do with the relationship between her and Thomas. I feel like I had it had to be a process of something else because it says something about the force. So I think we're gonna go with the third one and say I think that the text was helping her process something. And it says, why do you think that? So we got because she sounds so confused, it's just intuition, because the text is pretty emotional, because she sounds pretty desperate. I'm gonna say because she sounds pretty desperate, just because she do. The notes does say that. Um, okay, so he said you are incredibly observant. Let's say, can I ask you something? And said absolutely. You never thought that Hannah's behavior was strange. It's not important. I'm gonna say that, yeah, because what if she didn't get kidnapped? What if she just ran away or something? Or she, because think about it. If you're on antidepressant pills, right, and you've been depressed and you've been going through, her note sounds kind of like she was going through suicidal moments. So what if she just decided to walk away, and she was the medication that she was on was making her hallucinate, and maybe she ran out of the shop thinking that she seen somebody, and it whatever scared her was probably something in her head, and maybe she ran into the forest and nobody could find her because she found a hiding spot or something. I mean, I'm just saying, because you have people that take medications like antidepressants, and sometimes it can change your mood. The after effects or something like that can really change your mood and make you feel down. So I wonder if maybe it gave her a different personality and people just think that she got kidnapped. That could be a possible theory, but I don't know. I feel like we just gotta keep going to really know what's going on. So let's see. No. Okay, so the hacker doesn't think that Hannah has a strange behavior. So it says, does that have to do with your flaw? But do you know Hannah in person, right? Or strange? Well, I'm gonna say, but do you know Hannah in person? Because um I don't know. Let's just keep feeding the sand. See what he says or she says. I don't think that you can say that. No. Okay, so we said I am completely confused. You've only ever texted each other. Hannah doesn't even know you. You say you've only ever texted each other. So let's see what. So one day I will tell you everything. Okay, so there's more to the story, but it's just we're only getting fed only so much information once the right time has come. What about Polk's phone number? Let's talk about Hannah's antidepressant medication. Let's talk about her antidepressant medication. Because I feel like that's important too. I would have never thought that she suffered from depression. See, that's what I'm saying. Nobody knew. Obviously, okay, so everybody's saying, like, picturing her as this perfect person. And it's like saying that she was perfect. Hannah was a wonderful person to be around. I'm pretty sure she was. But nobody's seen this other side of her being depressed. I wonder if even her boyfriend even knew that she had depression. Like, there's things that she could have hid from Thomas, and nobody really knew what she was going on the outside. I mean, everybody was on the outside looking in and not really seeing what she could have been going through. So I'm saying, like, she could have literally had so much things like going on. I don't know. It's just something about her that I feel like she's just. I want to say that maybe the depression got her going crazy. I'm not going to say she's psychotic, but I just feel like there might be something more about her that people just never knew. And even her friends probably didn't even know nothing about this. That's what I'm saying. Like, how do we know that she really was kidnapped? That's what I'm saying. But it doesn't change anything for us. Just in case you think that she could have harmed herself, that's not even up for a debate. I mean, I get it. But I feel like it's okay. So just so you know, it's up for debate to me because you don't want to believe it. Fine by me. I'm gonna say because you don't want to believe it, because in my mind, that's what it sounds like. It sounds like you don't want to believe it in your own eyes. Nobody wants to believe it because they picture her as this perfect person. That's why I'm saying, because it's not true. We should still consider it anyway. We should still take it seriously. I feel like we should still consider it because you don't know. You're not around her 24/7 to say it. And you said you barely even knew her like that. So, I mean, at the end of the day, how could you even know what was really going on? Maybe she only showed you part of what you know, and you just think that. Or what she wanted other people to see her as. What are you getting at? Should we give up searching for Hannah because we believe that she killed herself? Nigga, no. No, of course not. I just want you to prepare yourself. Nonsense, but we shouldn't just. I'm just saying. I feel like I just want you to prepare yourself. I want everybody to prepare themselves because I don't want everybody to be like upset because we're saying the truth, and it is sometimes the truth hurts because it could be actually true that she was very self harm to herself, and people just don't want to take the time to admit that one of their loved ones could actually be going through depression. It's like when someone immediately hears that a loved one goes through this, they want to back out from of any possibility to think that no, my family wasn't crazy. It's just you have to accept that sometimes there are people out there that really do be dealing with these type of situations. So I feel like you can't really say that. Let's change the subject. No, this really. I'm gonna say let's change the subject. No, this is really important to me. I'm gonna say. No, it's really important to me. Just tell me that you will be prepared when it comes down to it. I'm trying to protect you. Why are you so stubborn? I'm gonna say just tell me that you'll be prepared when it comes down to it. Because you never know what you might hear that could be very hurtful. I mean, sometimes you just have to understand and get over it. Yes, I'm going to prepare myself just in case Hannah really harmed herself. Okay, so that's what I'm just saying. And now let's change the subject. What about Poke's phone number? Okay, so yeah, let's now talk about Poke's phone number because I feel like we need to know about that. Oh, right, thank you for reminding me. Yeah, because we need to know that, like, ASAP. So let's see what they say. I need a little bit more time for that. Do you remember what you were going to ask him? Yes, I still remember. So say very good. I think you've got the most important points covered for now. Okay. I think with the exception that the body is not Hannah's. Aren't you happy about that? Yeah. I think you should because at least we know that it wasn't Hannah that was, body. Of course, more than you can imagine. So that's perfect. From the start, I was convinced that it could not be Hannah. Yeah, I mean, I was in between. I felt like part of it was her, and then part of it wasn't because at the time I was thinking that maybe if she did get kidnapped, that she got murdered. Because I'm thinking in my mind, why would the murder keep somebody that's not really reliable or really helpful? That's what I'm saying. I just remembered that I wanted to ask you if you found out something else in the meantime. I thought you'd never ask. So there is a clue that points to one of the Duskwood legends, but it has something to do with the supernatural. I'm gonna say the legends, maybe. See what they said. Do you want me to? Do you want to tell me about it once the right time has come? I'm gonna say once the right time has come. That's equal though because he or she said the same shit to me. Are you mocking me right now? Yes. Now you know how I always feel. It doesn't feel so great, does it? Right, because I mean that's the same energy you give us. I have to admit this made me laugh. Yeah, because you said the same thing to us. So it's only fair that we give you the same energy you give us, right? I mean, but I guess I deserve the fact that you are making me want to hear your news. I think I can make an exception. Well, you are going to have to live with that. No, I'm not that mean. Um, I'm gonna say no. I'm not that mean. It's about an old Duskwood legend. It's more of a rumor. I don't quite remember. It's about the old Duskwood legend. And then let's see, the man without a face, the man without a shadow, the beardless maniac, and of course it's the man without the face. Of course. And then he is targeting liars. He goes after people that have committed horrible sins. All of his victims are women. And so he goes after people that have committed horrible sins, and he kills them. He drags them into the forest, which is true because that's what we were told. Um, and so Jesse has seen the man. I forgot the rest. Rumor has it Hannah's one of his victims. So rumor has it that it's one of Hannah's victims. I messed up. Let me start over. Yes, that was in a nutshell. That was it in a nutshell. Okay. So I think we remembered everything in detail because I remember this is everything that Cleo told us actually. That the little boy that had the special needs said it. So I wrote it all down. Okay, bet. So in general, I wouldn't get my hopes up because of legends and ghost stories. Um that's that is all I got. I think it is an important lead. It's worth a try. So we're definitely gonna say it's worth a try. Um, don't get me wrong. I still want to check into it, of course. Okay, which is perfect. But first, I will find out Poke's number for you. All right, so just text us. She said, Shanti, I am here. You can clearly see me online. It's funny. And she got a little smile emoji. Okay. I feel really awful about it, but I just have to talk to you about something. What is it about? I'm here for you. What is it? Say, what is it it's about? Yeah, because I don't really know. I would like to know what you think about Thomas. I can't stand him at all. I never thought about it. I'm gonna say I like him. I never thought about it, but I'm gonna say I like him because honestly, I don't want to tell her. Oh well, he seems mighty suspicious of me. I mean suspicious, and then she end up going back to tell him everything. That means you don't find him suspicious at all. Hey man, why are you trying? What are you trying to say? No, I don't find him. Um, I mean we do find him. Just I mean, well, me and her been talking this whole time, and she haven't went back and told him anything anyway that I know of because the hacker would have showed messages between them anyway. So I trust her. I'm gonna say you're right. I do. I do find him suspicious because it is weird how he disappeared. Okay, so I'm not hearing alone, so it's good that we did be honest with her. Said I also suspect him, at least recently. There you go. Now you know what I think. You're wasting our time. You're better off staying away from him. We are going to find out what's behind his behavior. I'm gonna say we are going to find out what is behind his behavior because I know, right? Because he has been acting mighty. And then the thing with him going into the apartment, why sneaking there? Like he was trying to make sure nobody's seen him or something. Since you were talking about finding out something, we should really follow up on our lead, which is see, the Duskwood Legends. Say what? Uh, Shanti knows what I mean. It wasn't anything important, Richie. We shouldn't exclude you. Alright, so we were just kidding around. I like to joke around too. Next time we'll let you participate. Do we have time now to talk about the legend some more? I mean, I feel like we do, but I really want to know what's going on with Cleo. We do. So where do we leave off? Good question. With the man without a face, we were talking about Thomas, Dan's strange behavior, the man without a face. Yeah, because first off, what does Dan and Thomas have to do with that? That's right. Thanks. Okay, so um, and the fact that Alfie said saw, yeah, that's the one that had the special needs, the little sweet boy. He was the one who took Hannah. Okay, this is my opinion. Okay, let's see what you gotta say. Alfie is from Duskwood, just like me. On top of it, his mom owns the motel. Okay, so that's good to know. His mom owns the hotel. Well, the motel, because we knew that anyway, because he was outside sitting when he was talking to Cleo anyway. The little guy had no choice but to listen to all of these legends and stories. Oh, so he thinks that because he's like, special ed, that maybe he heard all these legends and just started fabricating it and thinking that that's who maybe took Hannah, I guess. How many times a day do you think he hears someone mentioning the man without a face? 11.7 times, many times. Jesse, I think that the question was for you. 11.7 times? I don't know. Let me say that. But I can't imagine that it would make Alfie say that he saw him drag Hannah to the woods. That's what I'm saying. Because if it was just a legend, why would he say that he saw a man without a face drag her into the woods? That's why I kept saying a man without a face sounded like someone that was wearing a mask. I am sure that in the last few days he heard a lot of people talk about Hannah's disappearance too. Yeah, but I don't think he would have said he saw that if it was just rumors that he heard. If it was rumors, I feel like he would have said I heard people. I mean, even though he's special ed, he could have said like I think he would have still been smart enough to say, well, I heard people rumors saying that they seen Hannah supposedly been taken away from Legends, but he didn't say that. He clearly said he saw. So I don't think he would have just been saying that, bro. It's easy for a child to get stuff like that mixed up or to tell imaginary stories, especially a child with a mental disability. No, I don't believe that's the case here. No, I don't believe that's the case here. I don't because honestly, even though he got special ed disability, I really doubt that he's lying about that. I don't think a child with disability would just say that off a rumor. Me neither. The man without a face is a real important clue. Exactly. A man without a face can be any type of clue, any rule. Like to me, I feel like when a person describes a man without a face, to me, I'm thinking in my head, oh, a man without a face means that he had no face, but I don't think they mean that he literally had no face. It had to be that his face was covered up with something. So maybe he was hiding his face with maybe a mask, and that's why they call him without a face because he didn't, because his face doesn't show. The man without a face is a real important clue. Shanti, you and I are going to follow up on this, right? I'll do it for you, I hope. It won't be in vain. We will, Jesse. Yeah, we can, but I think it's important that we follow up on it. But I still think that I don't know. Not the face. He's just like, bruh. I could feel it. The man without a face is going to lead us to Hannah. Yeah, because like I said, I still feel like it. I don't think it's a legend. I think it's just people made it a legend story because that's probably what they heard their whole life in this town. But in Dustwood, being a small town, I feel like that's what people made up in their minds. Um, but I also think that even though it's a legendary, the man without a face is probably not a man with legendary, unless it's a copycat. It could be someone that's trying to pretend that he's the legendary without the man without a face, but he could be actually wearing a mask. Maybe I don't know. I can feel it. The man without a face is going to lead us to Hannah, even without this boring gearhead over here. Boring gearhead. I would really like to have Richie on board. I would never ever talk to my boss like that. I would really like to have Richie on. Little Richie could be part of our squad. Well, that's up to him. I don't know. He don't even seem like he really cared for the legendaries or he believe any of that. I feel like he's kind of like over it. I don't know. So it is safe to assume that you are going to leave our legend chat group now. No, I can't let you guys get too caught up in this, especially without my guidance. Okay, so there we go. I actually think that you are curious. Don't say anything. We can just have the little laughing. I'm glad we got that squared away. But okay. And what are the next steps? Yeah, what are the next steps, Jesse? I'll have to think about that. Then text us when you come up with something. Can you talk to Alfie's mother? You should go talk to Alfie. You should go talk to Alfie because maybe she can kind of get some more stuff. Good idea, Shanti. Because maybe that can help, like, get him on board. I don't know. It might give us a. It said, "Good idea, Shanti. I would have to do that once I get off work, but that's not a problem. I haven't added Shanti yet. Really? Richie must not have liked me until now. Until now, you didn't have a reason to. It's about time." Yeah, I think she should go talk to Alfie because Alfie might give her more clues than he did Cleo. Great, you guys go ahead. I'm out of here. Hold on a sec, Shanti. Okay. So now we're getting linked with so that's perfect because then that means now Lil Richie really cares. Hey there. I feel like he might actually give us. It sounds like every individual is starting to text our character, Shanti, like privately because it's like everybody is slowly really starting to believe that I had nothing to do with it and they can trust me. So it's good that we're getting everybody on our side, though. I have a favor to ask of you. This whole thing about the man without a face, it would be great if you didn't egg Jesse on about it too much. Okay. So he obviously don't really care for it or think that it's good, I guess. I'm not sure if egging on is even the right expression. You don't want me to make this bigger than what it is. I'm not sure what you mean. You don't want me to make fun of her. I'm going to say, you don't want me to make this bigger than what it is. I'm thinking because it's a legendary and he doesn't believe in the legendary. Exactly. Because the fact that the man without a face is just a myth, I probably think that he don't want me to egg her on, which means make it bigger than what it is. Like I said, is because he feel like, it's a stupid myth. So what's the point of it? Yes, exactly. She gets too wrapped up in stuff like this. She is a person that wants to see monsters in the shadows on the wall. She wants it to be real. Understood. As if I'm gonna just say understood. The only thing I care about are the facts. But what if the monster actually? I'm gonna say the only thing I care about are the facts because even if it is a legendary, we could probably find more clues that could lead us to the real person though, and it's not a monster. That means that I won't get bamboozled. I'm looking for clues, not monsters. That I'm open to anything. Yeah, I'm looking for clues because even if this legendary, let's say if we go with it and we just pretend that we are a part of the legendary story, we can kind of get on Jesse's side to see if we can kind of get more clues out of other people. Even if we don't believe in the monsters, we could still, it could help. Any clue could help us get to Hannah, I feel like. You never know. That makes me feel better. Haha, you know what? Well, what can I say? I just want to avoid that Jesse's getting too caught up. Is it possible that you have a crush on Jesse? Yeah, I want to ask that because I feel like he do got a crush on her, but he probably, he probably just don't want to say it. That's funny. Why would you say something like that? You are way too nice to her. I just have a feeling. I do have a feeling because it's like you seem to really care about her, and I feel like he cares about her more too much. I mean, the fact that he didn't tell her, he's telling me, is maybe because he was nervous to tell her that. Because anybody that doesn't know how to tell another female, hey, like, especially if you're a guy, if you don't know how to tell your female friend, hey, just make sure you don't do this because out of everybody else in the group, she's the only one that you tell to be careful with. That tells me that you have a crush on her, bruh. No, of course not. But what if I did? What if I did like her? I wouldn't mind. I mean, if you like her, that's you. That's perfect. Even better. Because, I mean, shoot your shot. Shoot. As long as you don't think that I'm in elope with her. You mean in love? Yeah, I think that's what he meant. Oh. You are pretty observant. Definitely. We got to be. Talk to you later. All right. Later's Richie. Signing off, little Richie. All right. So. Alright guys, so that's going to be the end of the video. Thank you guys for tuning in to this video. Everything that we learned so far was crazy, and I hope to learn more into the next part, which is part 6. But so far in part 5, we didn't found out a lot of bullshit, a lot of stuff that's kind of mind-blowing to me. But yeah, make sure that you like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell button. But thank you guys again, and let me know if you have any recommendations in my video, of what other games that you might want to see me do, or if you have any suggestions on challenges that you would like to see me do for any other series. But thank you again, guys, and thank you for the support. All right, guys, peace out.
Cause I really need somebody. Tell me you're that somebody.